Welcome to Geeks Between Worlds, the crossover podcast where pop culture collides.
What the fuck are you planning? I think you have a fucking plan right now. You look like a little sinister son of a bitch. I told you to be fucking enthused, and I feel like you're gonna take it too far or some fucking shit. What the fuck you doing, Steven?
You're gonna introduce me?
I just did.
Let's get ready to rumble! I've always wanted to do that.
It was good, and it was very good because you decided to do it after the Conor McGregor-Mayweather fight, which I seen. I enjoyed the fight. So
I heard it was a good fight.
Yeah, it was.
I'm actually upset that it was a good fight.
Much better than I thought it was going to be.
I had to miss it, so I was really hoping someone was going to get knocked out in 8 seconds.
Nope,
Really
that's
hoping.
not. It lasted 10 rounds, buddy.
Yeah.
10 good ones. 10 good
Well,
ones.
McConnor was pulling his punches, so I mean.
McConnor?
McConnor.
Nice.
McGregor.
Yeah, good job.
McConnor.
My name's McConnor.
McConnor.
It sounds like Nick Cannon's stupid friend. McConnor.
Yo, I'm Nick Cannon. This is my buddy McConnor. We're gonna go play Wild and Out.
Yeah, Wild and Out.
Sucked.
What?
Never really watched it.
Nah, he's just forever changed since Mariah Carey really fucked him. That boy was in
It was
love.
Mariah Carey. Was he? I think he left her.
I don't know. I don't think that's true. Who leaves Mariah Carey, man? Nobody.
I mean, if you're Nick Cannon, you got options.
I mean, I don't think he had that many options. I think him being with Mariah Carey is really what did all of that.
He was Nick Cannon.
No, man. He had a show on Nickelodeon. Don't give me
He
that
wasn't
shit.
doing too much.
All right. So, Steven, you've already fucked this whole beginning up because of your
That was
devious
you.
face. No.
I know it was pretty devious, but you're supposed to just go on with the show and let me do what I was gonna do.
No, you ruined me. But you know what you didn't fucking ruin?
What?
You didn't fucking ruin the new release segment, which is right
Good.
now. It's
Awesome.
a great new release segment.
You
Are you
can't
hyped?
ruin that.
You can't ruin it because it's so fucking dope.
It's probably the best release.
What you want, bitch? You want video games, DVDs, or theatrical release first?
Let's
Huh?
start with
Tell me.
DVD.
DVD.
Yeah,
Okay, interesting choice.
because I know it's coming out, and that's probably the best thing.
Oh, you want to get hyped for August 29th, Baywatch.
Woo!
I saw part of it. Not the worst movie, but
I mean,
it was
I
just
like Zac Efron.
You like
And
Zac?
I like The Rock.
Yeah, I mean it was all right. It was nothing special. And now on September 5th, not a lot. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
No.
There's a whole bunch of movies I skipped on because I didn't know what the fuck they were, but I
Good.
did see one that seemed interesting, and that is the movie Score, a music film documentary. 92%. It's all about movie scores. You know how I pay attention to scores in movies, dude?
Sometimes you gotta.
Yeah, they make
Yeah.
the movie sometimes.
Generally, this is what I like to think about it. If it's got a bad Rotten Tomatoes score, there's still a chance it's a good movie. You know, critics just didn't like it.
Yeah.
But maybe you'll still like it.
Yeah.
But if it's got high scores on Rotten Tomato, it's probably a good movie.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
If critics like it, you're gonna like it.
Yeah, and I haven't had a good documentary in a while. So,
I love
yeah,
documentaries.
so something that I love about film, movies, music, I'm down.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah.
So that's September 5th, along with a bunch of other shit that I could give a fuck about that I'm not going to
Is
bring up.
Planet Earth 2 a documentary? Technically.
Yeah,
it's a
buddy.
documentary.
It's definitely a documentary.
Yeah, but
I
what's
don't
it
know
really
what the-
documenting?
Yeah. Earth. You son of a bitch. That was the whole setup, was the Earth. I
Maybe.
fucking hate you. Okay, September 12th. The Big Boys. The Big Boys come out September 12th. Okay. 4 movies with a score of 86 or above. 1 not. I'm going to go with the good ones first. Captain Underpants,
Boom.
86%. I just watched the
check it
first half, really enjoyed it. I was cracking up.
I'd rent it digitally. or
Absolutely.
PlayStation.
Absolutely. Good for you. Good for you. You fucking... I love how you... I would rent it digitally through PlayStation. Good for you, bud. Good for you.
That's how I do it.
God. Just because it has your PayPal hook to it. Now, next up, Baby Driver.
Wah, wah, wah.
Baby Driver. Was he slow?
So I don't really buy physical copies of movies ever.
But that's gonna get
That's being
purchased.
bought. Yeah, I am buying that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hope there's like some sort of special edition.
Oh, and it better be like hot fucking
Steel
pink.
case.
It better be hot pink.
Ooh.
Fucking
Steel case.
yeah. I want to open it, and it's like a Hallmark card, and it's like, was he slow? Bump, bump, bump,
Yeah.
bump. That'd be awesome.
that'd
be
be
awesome. If you haven't seen fucking Baby Driver, people, what the hell's the matter with
Yeah,
you?
you're in limbo right now because you can't go to the theaters and you gotta wait.
Yeah, you are in limbo.
So
You're in limbo
there's
because you made
literally-
poor fucking choices
Yeah,
because
there-
you didn't see Baby Driver.
there's literally nothing you can do about it. Right
The
now.
devil doesn't even want your ass.
Yeah, unless you like watch it illegally,
Yeah, which
I think
I'm
you
not
should
going to
support the
comment.
movie.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. Another thing is that not that I know that side of the playing field, but it took very long to even get that ripped DVD online. Very long, terrible quality.
Mhm.
Obviously,
Yeah,
I'm
of course.
I'm a little into that dark stuff from what you just heard.
The dark web.
The dark web.
Oh my gosh.
Have you heard stories about the dark web?
Yeah, like people killing puppies in videos, and you watch it.
Yeah, the dude crying into the soup or what? So I'm gonna tell you this real quick, okay? We got
I'm
into it. You
scared.
got fucking into it, okay?
Oh, shit.
I want you to close your eyes, audience. There's a white table, an Asian older man at it in a white tank top. He's crying fiercely, saying no, no, no. He has a bowl of soup in front of him. Behind him is just a black doorway with two men standing in black jumpsuits with huge chibi heads. Okay, huge chibi heads of a character I am unaware. So you can pick any character, chibi heads. You can dealer's choice.
I'm
on
choosing
this.
Astro Boy.
Astro Boy, okay, Astro Boy heads, okay, and they're forcing him to eat this soup, and he's crying, and he is begging for his life not to eat this soup. What's in the soup, Steven? Nobody fucking knows. And then the film cuts to him crying with his head down, and then all of a sudden you see one of the chibi heads walk out of the doorway in the back and run towards him, but then the film stops before. Did he run into him? Did he fucking kill him? What happened? Who knows? That's the end of the video. Open your eyes. How do you feel?
Fuck.
Yeah, that's a fucking video. That's a real fucking dark web video. I can show it to you after this.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. You're gonna be intrigued. You're gonna be like, ooh, I'm scared, but all right. Yeah.
Fingers?
Exactly.
Finger
Next
soup.
up on the DVD release, Citizen Jane. Don't know anything about it. Heard a lot of good stuff. Another one, same thing. It comes at night. Heard a lot of great things. Horror movie though, that's what interests me.
When a horror movie is being rated
88%.
well, that's a good
88%.
thing. That's a good thing.
That's a great thing. Doesn't happen a lot. So you got four 86% or above in the next 2 weeks, and specifically on the 12th. If you're gonna rent a movie, people rent it this fucking week because it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be fucking dope. What you want, bitch?
I'm definitely yeah,
cinema,
definitely.
cinema, or games now. Dealer's choice, Steven. You're the dealer.
Cinema.
Cinema, my most epic fucking pick of the new releases. My top epic pick surpassed Destiny 2 for this week's epic fucking pick of new releases. Okay? That's a new official thing.
Oh my god.
It, September 8th. I am hyped.
Boom. I'm so
I am fucking
stoked.
hyped. I'm fucking ready. And I'm hearing good stuff. First reviews are all positive.
I'm pretty sure Stephen King saw like an early screening of it, and even he liked it.
Good.
So I'm gonna watch it. I hope it's good. After watching some recent things that we'll get into in a little bit, I'm afraid now. I don't know if I should be, but I'm slightly afraid. Like, what if they don't pull this off? And it's not good, but I'm not going to think that anymore. It's gotta be
First
good.
reviews were out on Twitter. People that got to see the first round of it, all of them said that it was great.
Awesome. God
Pretty
dang
much
it,
all
I
of
can't
them.
wait for that
So
movie.
pretty hyped. Pretty fucking hyped.
Even
You
the
could
original,
actually-
it's good.
You could actually see the whole Georgie and It first scene online. They released
I
it.
saw
the
that.
whole conversation.
It was pretty
pretty
good.
dope.
Georgie.
Yeah, no, and yeah, he is a good, and that was nice because through all these trailers, like you have this kind of thing, and then you kind of see him have a conversation in that first scene. My body's
want
ready.
the
My
boat?
body's ready.
You want the
Okay,
boat, Georgie?
the rest, September 8th. Nothing
all
really
float
great.
down here.
Nothing really great. To be honest, cinema not too hot these next 2 weeks. Okay, but I'm gonna point these two out. Where is it coming out? I have no clue. I haven't seen a trailer for it. It's a chick flick, so maybe they're everywhere, and I'm just not seeing them. Home Again. The reason why I bring it up, Reese Witherspoon. Okay.
Oh, I haven't seen her in a movie in a while.
Yeah, and the last time I did, I can't remember what it was called. I know it's about her doing the Pacific Coast Trail, and her like hiking the trail for 90 days. I can't remember what it is. Very good fucking movie though.
Yeah.
Next up, also September 8th, another movie I have no fucking clue about. Antimatter. What is it? No fucking clue. Has 100% right now, and it's a week away.
Damn.
So
How
that's
many
pretty
reviews did you
good.
say?
I did not see it, but since it's a week away, I'm assuming at least 20. It's usually how it is.
So it'll drop.
Yeah,
like
it'll
93.
drop to be the 90s. Nobody in the world lets movies be 100% on Rotten Tomatoes
Not these
anymore.
days.
There at least some fuck has to go in there and fuck it up.
You know
or
what? Like the
something.
best reviewed movie of all on Rotten Tomatoes
like
is
Toy Story.
Toy Story 2.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Fuck
Mhm.
yeah, it's because it's fucking fantastic. September 15th. Now this is something I am interested in, and it ends the cinema because everything else that came out once again I was not interested in. Mother with Jennifer Lawrence, Javier Bardem. I'm excited. This is a weird psychological thriller, and I'm hyped. Jennifer Lawrence, super creepy fucking role. Javier Bardem seems like a good guy, but then they go to move or some shit like that, and everything gets real fucking twisted and fucked up.
See,
Sold.
I don't like Jennifer Lawrence too much. I feel like she's in everything.
Did you like Passengers?
She was Passengers was fantastic.
Okay.
Not specifically she was fantastic, but
it was
a
all
fantastic
in a
movie.
whole fantastic.
It was a great movie.
I enjoyed it.
I
I
loved
enjoyed
it,
it.
yeah.
I wouldn't say it's great, but it's
Yeah.
a very good movie.
Yeah, I liked it.
It's definitely like 7.5 almost an 8.
Yeah, it's a good feel.
And then you have that random ass fucking that cameo at the end with fucking Andy Garcia, and he just literally walks out the door, and you're just like, why the fuck would they pick Andy Garcia for that moment? Weird. Yeah, did you notice that? Yeah, it's totally Andy Garcia that walks out, and he sees that they planted the tree and they lived life and everything at the end. Oh shit! Spoilers, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Whoop whoop.
Well, you should have seen Passengers.
yeah. I don't feel fucking bad at all.
Yeah, I mean, if you've been waiting
Suck that dick.
this long to watch Passengers,
Suck that dick. All right.
I don't know what you're waiting for.
All right. Video games. Okay. August 29th. That is the day that we're recording this. Today. You're going to hear this the next day. So you're going to hear this on the 30th. Okay.
Today.
Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom fucking Battle has an
All right.
85% on Metacritic.
Let's talk about this first.
You want to talk about this for a second? I'm fucking putting my paper down, bitch.
I want to play this game.
Okay, you want to.
I really want to.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait.
You're going to wait.
Unfortunately,
Until when?
I'm not too sure.
Okay.
Maybe paycheck. Probably not. Maybe wait a couple paychecks. Just because it's a full $60 game. Like
It is?
it's a full game, and I hope that there's enough content in it to justify the $60 price point. I'm sure there is, and I'm interested in it definitely after watching some more videos. Like, and plus like the fact that this game exists in the first place is a miracle of itself.
Absolutely.
So that's why I want to support it. It definitely wasn't like a day one or priority of games I'm going to be playing at the tail end of this month and next month.
Yeah, absolutely. I did read in a Kotaku article that 20 hours of content the reviewer
That sounds
thought.
good.
That sounds great.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Hearing stuff from Kind of Funny, Tim Geddes says that he got to a point where he thinks that the team that he picked out just rapes everybody. I don't know if that's true. Now, I also think that since it's the XCOM style, I think he's just maybe hit a plateau in difficulty, and then maybe it'll go up. I assume that the end of the game has to be much harder than the rest.
I'd
So
be
if he has
interested
hit
if
a plateau,
there was a really hard part of the game. That'd actually
so
be cool.
we'll see. But he says that the team that he thinks that he picked, fantastic. Didn't specifically say raped.
Yeah.
That's when you get crazy. That's when you get crazy.
No, yeah, no, they're
That's when you
liking
get
it.
an online FPS. That's when
Seriously.
you start using that terminology. Yeah, you get
But yeah,
crazy.
85 on
85.
Metacritic. so
85. Nintendo
that's
lended
good.
their properties
That's good.
over to Ubisoft, third-party
Successfully.
developer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty hyped. And also, August 29th, Everybody's Golf. What do you think about that? Hot Shots.
I mean,
Hot Shots.
it's cool that people are excited about it. I'm not.
Fuck you.
I'd have to see more. Is it Vita, PS4?
I think it's just PS4.
Yes, it is just PS4.
Yeah, it is just PS4. But if you want to, next time, before I get to my next September 5th releases, go in the bathroom and fuck yourself. You could go in the bathroom and you can literally go fuck yourself. I'm so hyped for Everybody's Golf. Number one,
I don't see you
have
playing
you
it.
ever been to Top Golf? Have you ever been to Top Golf? Have you ever been to Topgolf, Steven?
No, I've never been to Topgolf.
Well,
Maybe you should take me to Topgolf.
no, because it's expensive.
Okay.
But nevertheless, it's fun. And I used to play Tiger Woods back in the day. Okay? The golfing games are fun. I know it's hard for you to believe.
I mean, people loved Mario Golf.
Exactly. All I'm saying is if this had Mario IPs, you'd be licking its dick.
I'd be more interested in it if it was Mario.
You'd be
IPs.
more interested into licking Mario's dick. Say it. Just agree with me.
Mario's dick?
I mean, would you like Luigi?
Toad's dick?
Does Toad have a dick?
That's exactly what I want to find out.
I think those things are just big hats. I saw that in a thing to where it was actually just big hats on their heads, and that's not really their head.
Oh my god.
I don't know if that's real, but if that's real, that's fucking abomination.
Yeah,
September
that's
5th, Knack 2. What do you think about that?
The
Knack
Holy
2.
Grail.
The
of
Holy
video
Grail, $40
games.
co-op now. The demo is available on PSN. You could fuck it in the ass.
Do you know if the story is something you
fucking
have to
wild
play the
today.
first one?
Sorry,
You're good. You're
I'm
good.
wild today.
I see that.
I'm fucked up. I'm all fucked up, man.
You're fucking me up.
So what were you saying, buddy? I just want to bring, focus to how fucking wild I'm getting.
You're getting wild.
You better fucking get as wild, or else you're gonna,
Your left eye is getting red.
It's because I got a little bit of fucking allergies.
No.
Oh God.
No blood vessel broke. We got
Oh God. So wild. So wild. So wild.
Too wild.
All right. What are you gonna say about Knack 2, bitch?
Do you know if it's a game where you have to play the first one to understand the second one?
I'm gonna assume not.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
probably
assume not. You laughed
Probably
when you
not.
asked, so
Oh my
I.
Do you know if it's got pro support?
Did you have to? I want to ask you this. Did you have to know and play Lara Croft Tomb Raider to play Lara Croft Rise of the Tomb Raider? The answer is no. Okay, you didn't. You didn't. Let's not lie to ourselves. You didn't at all.
You wouldn't understand some of the characters, though. You wouldn't.
No, you would not care.
Yeah, I
That's the
guess
difference.
You're
Just
right.
wouldn't
That's
care.
that's such a good game that you can pick it up as is.
It's fucking fantastic. Just
Yeah.
like Knack 2 will be September 6th. Destiny 2. A couple of twos.
Destiny 2 is the game.
This is the fucking game. This is
game.
the... I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. Well, I guess I haven't played Destiny 2. You played Destiny 2 beta. From Destiny,
Good.
though,
Good.
I want to say
Solid. Smooth.
tightest FPS experience right now. I'm not shitting you. I feel like it's fucking there, man. I feel like it's really fucking there. Feels so good. Feels so good to play Destiny.
It's definitely fantastic. I would argue though, play devil's advocate and say Titanfall 2 is also really
You're
tight.
one of those Titanfall 2 bastards.
Real tight. But no, the Destiny 2 is going to be like right now. I'm playing games here and there. I'm playing a little bit of Pokemon. We'll get back into it and what's on our plate.
Okay.
But so I'm playing some different games, but I don't have that game I'm hooked in. Destiny 2 is going to be the game I'm going to get. Corey took off the 7th and the 8th. No, the 6th and the 7th off. I close on the 6th, but I'm off on the 7th. And we're going to play this game like nonstop. And I know it's going to be a game I'm going to go home every day and I'm going to turn on every day, no matter what.
Nice.
Like I already know it.
I like it.
It's going to be great.
I like it a lot.
Good.
I'm gonna play the fuck out of it as well.
Good.
You know that.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do some streams.
Yep.
We're gonna
We're
fuck
gonna do
those streams in the
streams.
butt. But
We're gonna
next
raid.
up,
We got to raid.
we're gonna raid those streams.
We're
We're gonna
raid.
stream those raids.
I want to try to get to the raid right away. That's our goal, is to beat the story in like 2 days.
Okay. I'm gonna probably be doing stuff in my life. I'm gonna try to do that for you though, buddy.
Better. We don't want to leave you.
How about this? You do one stream session for the motherfucking fans of GBW while I'm at work. I'll fucking finish it in 2 days.
Okay.
About that. You like
We
that?
can do that.
I just made you committed, bro.
Yeah.
The internet's fucking... Don't try to act all nonchalant.
No, that's gonna
You're
happen.
committed, you little
It's
bitch.
gonna happen.
Okay.
We got this.
September 7th,
I'm
I
gonna-
don't know
it's
what
gonna
it
be-
is.
It's
More
gonna be
fight.
one hell of a freaking stream. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
much.
it is going to be one hell of a stream. Okay. More fight. PS4. No clue what it is. Like the name. Saw it on the new release list. Put it down.
Yeah.
What the fuck is it? No clue.
Hopefully it's
September 8th. Lego World's on the Switch. I guess I'm kind of excited. I'm not going to ever play it, but I think it's cool that it's coming to the Switch.
The more games on the Switch, the better.
Absolutely. Now, the game that I don't want you to buy, but you might buy, but I hope you don't because you're the problem. Monster Hunter Stories.
I just want to know if it's actually another Monster Hunter game because they just came out
It
with
says
Monster
Stories
Hunter,
though, so I feel
Monster
like
Hunter X or whatever.
what if it's just like Telltale Monster Hunter? It won't be obviously.
Not for 3DS.
But I just wonder what it would like. Monster
I don't
Hunter
know because
Stories.
they just released Monster Hunter X. It's probably not X, listeners. I'm sorry if it's not, but
No,
they just
it's like
released a game
20.
recently.
It's 20.
Generations, that's it. Monster Hunter
Generations, yeah.
And that was a full Monster Hunter game. So is this one already another Monster Hunter game? Like
I have no clue.
I don't know.
I have no clue. But if you buy games for the 3DS other than Metroid Samus Returns, which we'll talk about a little bit later, you're the problem. You are the reason why fucking they're still making shit for the 3DS and not just making everything for the Switch. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. And that's what I had to say about that. September 12th, Pro Evolution Soccer 2018. Don't really care about it, but it is a main title, legitimate title that people love. And I hear it's the best soccer game out there, but I wouldn't know because I don't play it.
That's really saying something.
Hey,
it's the best
hey, you don't
game
even
where
like
you
everybody's
kick a ball
golf.
around.
Hey.
Oh, the game where you swing a ball around.
What is, you love
Fuck outta
football?
here. I don't like playing football.
You like playing Madden? Yeah, you do. So shut the fuck up.
I only like playing games with balls if I'm driving a NASCAR or a Hot Wheels. That's it.
Rocket car.
Rocket Hot Wheel.
So what you're saying is you like Rocket League?
Rocket League's good.
That was good because you
Can't wait for Rocket League.
Everybody really thought really hard. They're like NASCAR and balls. That sounds like a
some
very
NASCAR
hot and
balls.
sweaty night.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and it
All
smells
day.
like burnt rubber.
Yeah.
XCOM 2, War of the Chosen DLC. XCOM 2. I mean, it's smart, I think, to release the DLC
That's what's interesting.
within like 12 days of Mario plus Rabbids
Yeah.
because now they can sell XCOM 2 for super cheap once Mario plus
People are
Rabbids
gonna-
comes out.
People are gonna play it and be like, you know
Yeah,
what,
fuck
this
it,
is
I'll try
fun,
it
but
finally.
I wish I was playing XCOM again.
Oh,
a
I
new
wish I
XCOM
was playing
DLC.
XCOM. I really
Yeah.
wish.
My Nick loved XCOM too.
A lot of people love XCOM, so that's smart. And I think as long as they bundle it super cheap,
They're hard. It's a hard game.
$30 to $40, you're gonna get a lot of purchases on that. The 14th Dishonored: Death of the Outsider, PS4, Xbox, PC. You never really played Dishonored 2 at all, huh?
No, I played the first one a good amount. I didn't beat it. I don't really care anymore for stealth games that'll let you go all full out. You know,
non-stealth.
combat. Yeah. I don't know. I always feel like
Like you
I'm
just want
missing
to
out.
play
Like,
Splinter
I don't
Cell.
know. Like, yeah, I want to play Splinter Cell where I get in trouble for going all out.
Yeah,
like my score
you
sucks
need to
because,
crawl on the
yeah.
pipe, or else
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
a little bitch.
That's probably why I was like about that game.
September 15th, Metroid: Samus Returns, the title.
We haven't had a Metroid 2D, a Metroid game at all in, I don't even know, maybe a decade.
I know, pretty crazy, right? I'm
Since
pretty excited. It
Metroid
looks
Other
good too.
M, which was a horrible game.
The collector's edition is super dope because you get a big steel book that's in a Game Boy cartridge.
Yeah, see, that's gonna be fun.
That's fucking dope.
That's gonna be fun.
I'm super hyped. I'm gonna play that shit for sure.
No, I'm so excited. I'm
Also
definitely
on
gonna get
September 15th, NBA Live, NHL 18. I used to love playing NHL back in the day. Just fun stuff. Wayne Gretzky's
that. At least
hockey
there's no ball
on
on it.
64. You know.
Puck.
I hate you. And NBA is just really good to talk shit on online.
Yeah, but no one's gonna play it. Everyone's gonna wait
No,
for
there's
2K.
people that
People
play.
are gonna wait for 2K.
Yeah, probably.
2K is like
Probably.
the game.
You never know. I mean, when you're a sports gamer, I mean, you really only have 8 purchases a
Yeah,
year.
true.
You know,
Some
and
guy,
Call of Duty.
some guy recently came in to buy Madden, and he was just that guy. Because
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, I hope you like the game. Blah blah. Yeah, I only buy like 2 games a year. This and Call of Duty, and I was like, wow, you're
Yeah.
literally that guy.
Yeah, the casual gamer.
Yeah, the super casual.
Yeah, super casual.
Super casual.
I hear that the story mode for Madden is fucking amazing though.
You know, you don't play football in it.
Yeah, it's only like
dope.
a couple times you actually play downs.
Yeah.
Like you really only, you like go to save the game like once, like win the game when you're down, and then there's another time. But other than that, it's like reading defenses and making character choices and making life choices, and
That's dope.
you're actually a player that doesn't know really the ins and outs in like the legitimate way. And he's just like, yo, my coaches just used to tell me what to do, so I don't really know how to like read plays and shit. So you are actually like,
So you think they like actually teach some people who don't know that stuff out of?
sometimes,
Maybe,
yeah, I assume
yeah.
so. You ever seen The Blind Side?
I'm interested.
You ever seen the fucking Water Boy? The goddamn
Yeah,
cult
because
classic?
I learned
the fucking
all-
movie
I
of
learned
the 90s?
everything about friggin' football from the Water Boy.
It's got a wooden spoon.
I mean, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that. I mean, I don't think you should. I don't think it really says anything about strategies of football, really, except for hit the other guy,
You're right. You're
score
right.
the ball, don't run the wrong way.
They talk a little bit about yeah, you're right. They don't talk about really anything football. Yeah,
That's what makes it a good
the
movie.
most intense part that they say is when Bobby steps out on the field right away and he's just like, I don't know what you mean, and he's saying all that football stuff. I can't remember what he says, but that's probably the most real football lingo you get,
if anything.
So what's your favorite pick from the new releases this week? In these next 2 weeks.
It's so tough just because normally I would probably choose a game. I'm the game guy, but there's something great in all three categories.
It's true.
You got it. You got Baby Driver. You got Metroid.
Yeah. And Destiny
boom.
2.
And Destiny 2.
Yeah. It's a great release week.
I almost forget
You
that
better
Destiny 2 is
save your
coming out.
dollars. Better save your dollars.
Yeah, I'm gonna be broke. I'm already broke.
Okay.
It's gonna be hard.
So Steven, what the fuck's on your plate?
A lot of different things.
Oh shit!
Two things that
You're
we're
gonna eat that plate clean.
Two things that are gonna turn.
You're gonna lick it clean.
I'm gonna lick the whole plate clean. I'm gonna eat all that pizza off it.
Fucking
all the crumbs. Lick it.
Okay, what's on your plate,
Lick
bitch? Tell me, what have you been doing?
Two things that it's gonna be topic of the show. I'll wait for you to address them. Both some big things that happened.
Yeah, well,
besides that though, I got into a brand new show on Netflix.
Which
that
was?
I'm obsessed with. It's called Disjointed.
Okay, the weed show.
It's a sitcom on Netflix that has a laugh track and everything, and it's based in a dispensary. It's about a bunch of group of people that sell weed, and it's smart because it's on Netflix, so they can say fuck. And they can say whatever the fuck they want, so that's amazing. And then they can smoke, like fake smoke,
shit.
but like they're smoking on screen. They're doing dabs and shit. They're smoking
Holy
everything
shit.
on it, and it's just fantastic. There's the security guard. He used to be in war, like in the army, and so he every once in a while goes into crazy like little trips just randomly. And it's crazy shit that they'll just do, like really artistic stuff that they'll just like 2 minutes of like he like opens the fridge and all of a sudden he starts seeing all the eggs and the bacon and they got guns and they're shooting each other and it's just
Holy
like
shit.
crazy shit going on, and then it ends and the laugh track laughs and everything, and he's just like,
Do you really love that laugh track?
the laugh track is great. Like it makes the show, it makes it a sitcom. 30 minutes an episode, and it's fantastic. I can't think of who the main actress name is or who she was.
And it came on to Netflix like within the last 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, like within the last week or something. Because
So
what's funny is I was going to go watch Ozark, and then it was the first thing there, and I was just like, let me try this out. And I clicked it, and gold.
You should fucking watch Ozark.
Gold. I need to watch Ozark, but
Okay,
this show's just what I needed.
So I'm going to read you the slew of texts you sent me once you found out what Disjointed was. Okay. All caps. There's a new show on Netflix called Disjointed, and it's a sitcom based in a dispensary. There's a laugh track. That's the next message.
Because I forgot to capitalize.
Yeah.
Like,
so then you go, I mean, there's a laugh track. And then you send, oh God, it's good. And then I still didn't text you back, and you just go, it's got Kathy Bates in it, if it helps. And then you send me some really fat guy, high as fuck. And then you send me a gif of Rodney Dangerfield being pulled over by the dude from Super Troopers with the weed. And then you send, you're going to watch this and love it.
Yep.
And then I just sent you OMG because I was not even home, I think. I was at my Uncle Paul's house.
Yep.
And then you're just like, please watch the first episode now. 15 men in and it gets you out. That's what
It gets you out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means. You were so into it. Then you put the obvious, get really high and watch it. And then you correct the grates you out, and then you put freaks you out.
Yep.
Clearly high as fuck.
Yeah, that was baked. And what's funny is it's a show that makes you want to smoke more. I was like, I'm high, and then I was like, I gotta get more high. And then I'd go and smoke, and then fantastic.
It was like a teenager thing to where
Yeah.
like you were like, oh God, I'm watching Half Baked for the first time. Good. So what's on your plate?
Great
What's on
movie.
your plate?
So yeah, that was fantastic.
Other than
I also
fucking doing drugs.
finally. I also finally. I
Stopped
know. I
you?
was like, oh fuck, man, the whole internet heard that. I also finally beat Nier Automata.
Nice. How was
Finally, 20 hours in. The ending was hard. I was also a little underpowered. I could have leveled up a little bit more, but at this point, I just wanted to beat it, and I like stumbled onto the boss fight, and so I was like, I might as well beat this, and I beat it, and the ending is cool. It's interesting just because it basically blatantly tells you play more, like this isn't the ending. So I'm interested to
going
replay
through
it
it
and see what's different about it and stuff like that. Because apparently something's different, that things change every time you beat it or something like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's cool.
That's good.
It's interesting.
I enjoy it.
Slight spoiler, but
Gotcha.
not really. Gives you a reason to do it. I also started playing Pokemon Sun. Liking it. It's a Pokemon game that finally I can get back into. The animations are really good. I don't know anything about the Pokemon, which I think is the right way to play because I'm just like going in
Makes you more
completely
interested?
blind. Yeah, I feel like I would always start a Pokemon game on it, know the Pokemon, and like decide what my party was going to be beforehand. So I like this because I'm just completely like, whoa, what's that Pokemon he just sent out? Like I have no idea what type it is, and I have to like learn on my own. So
To show the audience your seriousness, I would like you to clap your clamshell into the mic. Holy shit, you straight up had the music. It was ready to go. This man is playing Pokemon Sun, and he doesn't even really pay attention to me when we're not doing the actual podcast. He just plays Pokemon Sun.
it's a good game.
It's a good game.
Not even that far.
How far you think? 5 hours?
Technically one gym, so not even 5 hours, like 2 hours,
2
3
hours. Gotcha.
Yeah, not too
That's
much.
good. That's good. I enjoy it. I
Mhm.
enjoy it. Now, the
good.
things that you were going to say that we are saving for your topic, get through it real quick before I get what's on my fucking plate. Game of Thrones, Death Note. That's what you saw.
Yep.
Also saw those
Yep.
things. Besides those things, I got to play Sonic Mania.
Boom.
I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. Definitive Sonic game of the generation, maybe of Sonic as a whole.
Yep.
It is exactly what Sonic should be. It keeps me compelled to go to the next level, which was always the thing for me. Now, whenever I played Sonic, it was just like a level-to-level thing, and nothing really drove me to the next level. These bosses are great. These levels are great.
Yep.
The speed is fast. It is fun. The music is good.
Mhm.
Getting Chaos Emeralds is fucking fun and challenging. You know, everything is so nice. I go through these levels and I'm like, God, I'm going to play this level again just because I know there's so many other ways to go, you know, and all of this stuff. I am enjoying the fuck out of it. The first time I put it on, I didn't even realize it, and I played for 2 hours. Didn't even realize it. I looked up, I said, my God, I've been playing Sonic for 2 hours? What the fuck? When has that ever happened? Ever. Never. I have played like Sonic max like 15-minute times, you know, at a time. 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there.
Same.
You know, and
Same.
then probably not even anymore after a couple of plays.
Yep.
Because that's what just Sonic is to me.
Yeah,
This Sonic
same.
Mania comes along, rolling in with the big old dick, fucking wooing all the girls, got a suitcase full of drugs, and it's the big man on campus.
It I like the analogy.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Like I haven't put too much time into it, but when I do, like it's great to play. It's definitely it's hard for me. I guess I'm just not too good at Sonic games. Like I always end up getting in some spot where like I can only platform out of it, and I always like die, and I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, well, and that's what's nice about Sonic Mania is that there is still enough platforming in it to where you're like, you got a platform.
Yeah,
now,
it's not like you
now
can
when you
just
see
run
speed
right.
runs, yeah, there's obviously like correct ways to do everything,
Mhm.
but that's not me either. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
no,
I can't do
not
that.
gonna
I
speed
get
run
going.
anything.
I get going.
Yep.
You know,
What-
the game is also beautiful in
the,
your hands.
The best part about it was $20.
$20.
Like
Sold.
that's like what?
Sold.
Like heck
Sold.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hands down, best part about it is
Yep.
the price. For
Absolutely.
me, like obviously it's still a fantastic game, but for me the reason why I got it like day 1,
Yeah.
day 2 was because I was like $20 fucking
But
dollars.
it's nice. It's a nice game that you can pump 5 to 10 hours into, feel completed if you want to,
Yep.
and then whenever you feel like picking it up again, just go ahead and doing it.
Yeah, and play
Yeah.
as Tails instead
Yeah.
of Sonic.
Yeah, I fucking enjoy the shit out of it. Other than that, also in my life, I'm probably like within the last 2 hours of Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm just very, very slowly making my way through that game, but it's happening.
Yep.
It's happening.
Great game.
Playing some Marvel Heroes Omega. I'm trying to get all my characters to level 10 because after that you have to like purchase them. So I want to get all my characters to level 10 before you purchase them with in-game money.
Mhm.
You're looking at me like, what the
Part
fuck?
of me was totally
You're
like,
fucking done. You're fucking done. I'm
Get
never
outta
playing this
here.
game. No, but yeah, you could purchase certain ones in-game currency. Some are more expensive than others, but I'm gonna get them all to level 10 first. So that's like my goal right now. It also has a great story that is like a comic book, and well, it's a very good game. I enjoy it. Maybe I don't want to go ahead and say this because I know I haven't played a lot. Maybe one of the best free-to-play games I ever played. Okay, it's very well polished. It's fun, keeps me going, and it puts me back into a universe where I always feel like it's not Lego. It's not a Lego universe finally, which I enjoy. It's like a real substantial universe. You know, it brings me back to those X-Men PS2 days. You know, over the top, switching through your characters, cycling through them, you know, and it makes me feel like a kid. I fucking love it.
I just want to clarify console free-to-play games. You said it's the best free-to-play games, but there are tons of like PC free-to-play
Well,
games.
and that's why I said
out of
out of what I play,
yeah.
out of the games,
Which
that's
I'm
what
saying,
yeah,
which just so listeners know.
yeah. I mean,
So like, there's not too many that were related. The Warframe,
yeah,
DC
I mean,
Universe
okay, you
Online.
got me in a fucking pickle. You make me look like a bitch.
No,
Okay,
just want people to know.
Oh yeah, that I'm a
Just want
bitch.
no,
You want people to know that I'm a little bitch.
no.
You're looking at me like I'm a bitch.
Nope.
None of these listeners can see these terrible faces and horrible gestures you're making to me right now. But I want you to say the things that you're saying and gesturing to me makes me think that you're the worst human being in the world.
Fuck. All right,
That's what happens.
I guess.
See what happens?
The worst?
I fucking turned this around on you real
Hitler?
quick, Steven.
Worse than Hitler? Or alive? Worse than Trump?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say that you're the 5th worst person
Okay.
from all those hand gestures you just did.
Alright, I'll take
So
that.
really, you only moved up one spot.
Good.
You just went from 6th to 5th.
Good.
Yeah. So.
Alright.
So on that, on my play is what I was saying. Death Note,
fucked up.
Game of Thrones.
I like kind of thought about that. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, I'm always 6. You fucker.
yeah. Sorry,
Alright.
sucks to suck.
I guess
Death Note,
so.
Game of Thrones. Though first, let's talk about Death Note.
Yep.
Okay.
High hopes.
High hopes.
Winning with high hopes.
High hopes.
I did. You did. Most people did. No, some people knew it was going to be bad.
And
I
left
did
with
not.
just a super mediocre movie.
It was fine.
It was fine.
It had some parts that were good.
It did. It had some, and then it had some parts that were straight up laughable.
Yeah.
I mean, very laughable.
Yeah.
When Turner,
Timmy Turner.
that's the problem right there. Is Turner. And he even had the face of Timmy fucking Turner. Yeah, but anyway, Light Turner, terrible. Not Yagami, but you knew it was gonna happen. Meets Ryuk. This scene
That's what I told
is
you.
so fucking terrible.
It was so
Number one,
bad.
when the fuck does Ryuk ever throw around desks or papers? Ryuk is way too chill and doesn't give a fuck for that ever to happen.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even use that much energy. Okay?
Yeah, he don't give a
Second
fuck that much.
laughable scene. Spoiler alert. Okay, I'm gonna go with small spoiler alert. Okay, I'm not gonna even define the spoiler alert. I'm just gonna say an action that is in the trailer of the movie, the Ferris wheel. When the people fall off the Ferris wheel, it's fucking laughable. Like, I laughed out loud. I was like, that is fucking, like, the music choice, and I also fucking hated both of them. Like, I didn't like their characters at all. Number one, a huge problem with the movie is that you Americanized it. Now, what does that mean? You have to make it about a woman. What was Death Note? Death Note was Light Yagami using Misa. That was the only reason he kept around.
Yeah.
He hated her. She was
ended
annoying.
up being that was
He
like-
knew she was problematic, and in this movie, you made Light Turner like her.
Yeah.
And want to be with her and love her, and it was stupid.
At
It
that part,
ruined it.
that part I was okay with if they could have done it right. Like, sure, like why not? Like it's cool. But the fact that they had her, I mean, spoiler, she kind of became the antagonist.
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
sense. And that just like that
Which-
part made no sense. It's like, no, if you're gonna have. If they're gonna date, then they have to be the ride or die bitches, man.
Well, and
They
then-
should have been ride or
And
die
then
bitches.
the thing is that I mean, in a sense that is kind of true. Misa at some point is actually an antagonist in Death Note. You know, that's kind of when you figure out that there's a second Death Note in the world. For people that haven't seen Death Note the anime, I mean, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Go fucking watch it. It's
just watch
amazing.
it.
The best thing that Death Note the movie does is make you want to watch Death Note the anime. That's the best thing that the movie does.
I don't know. Maybe I feel like it'll make some people not want to watch the anime. People who've never seen it.
The best thing Death Note does is make people that have seen Death Note, the anime, want to watch it again.
Yeah, I want to watch it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
I definitely
but yeah, so we have that scene, in the first one when Misa is just making people fall off the building, and that's kind of how Light learns that there's another fucking Death Note, so the fact that she never even gets a Death Note, in the movie. Like nobody, like they leave out.
She gets a page.
They leave out all the best parts of Death Note.
The him losing his memory. I can't believe they didn't put that in there. That's my favorite part, hands down.
Yeah, when he transfers the ownership.
Yeah, and all of a sudden he just completely forgets,
exactly.
and then
he
had that
sets
masterful plan. Like,
and then you see L and Light and his father and everybody sees Ryuk, or not even Ryuk, it's the other one. Anyway.
Yeah.
Light, L, his father, all of them see the Shinigami on the fucking road, That highway scene is just fucking amazing.
Yep.
They are just all amazed.
Yep.
And then you have other amazing scenes, like when Misa is making everybody fall off the roof, which is kind of homaged in the movie, a very small point. But then you miss the epic bus scene when Light really learns how to use the Death Note to his advantage, and he stages the drunk dude to see Ryuk, and all that shit happens at the beginning. Yeah. And then, you miss the scene to where he tricks his father, and the father's holding the gun to his head, and Light legitimately doesn't think that he's Kira. Like, all of these fucking amazing parts, fucking nothing is in the movie.
Well, and that's the problem with the movie, is because you can't cram all that into an hour and 40 minutes.
You can cram one part though.
Yes, you can, and that would be a small solution to it. What they should have done is released either, first of all, say this is going to be a 3-part movie series right off the bat, or make it a 5-part, 6-part, hour-long show.
Miniseries.
Like miniseries would have been perfect.
Yeah,
perfect. Like I would have still been okay with these characters and everything if they at least made it longer and put more into it. Like I would have been all right with it, and I might have gone in the show. But no, instead they made some short movie, and like one of the only other really good aspects of it is the gore. Like that part was
the gore, and I did like L. I actually like L still in the movie.
L was interesting.
He was still good.
I didn't like how he totally, fell through at the end and ended up getting the gun and stuff, because I don't think normal L did anything like that.
But once again, that's Americanized. That's an Americanizing a character, And also just
Revenge.
The whole
like
aspect
revenge.
Of school at the prom when they're making the goofy faces. Like, the problem is not the acting of the actor who plays Light Turner. It's the direction. It's the direction that the director decided to take Light Turner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was purely the director's choice to make him this goofball kind of pussy. I mean, you made Light Turner stand up for something that he believed in right at the beginning, and then you punched him in the face and showed all your viewers that this guy doesn't have the stuff and he shouldn't be listened to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the first scene.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, things I did like about it, cinematography was dope. Loved how they filmed it. Made the whole film seem very unique, and I liked that about it. L was really good, and I enjoyed it. The gore was good, and then the ending, twist, the plan that Light had was good.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, everything else. Light, Mia.
No, Ryuk's voice acting. William Dafoe.
William Dafoe. No,
I liked it. I thought it was perfect. Like, it sounded perfect. Like, it just made sense. But Ryuk, they just kept him in the dark too much. Like, they didn't,
And that was the thing. That's why I don't bring him up. Did he resemble him good? He did a very good voice.
The voice was fantastic.
But Ryuk didn't matter. Ryuk didn't matter. No. He didn't, like I told you, I specifically don't even think that he says that the Death Note's his. Yeah. Like, there's no story of Ryuk, anything, nothing. You don't even know that Ryuk threw it into the world.
You don't know, you don't know anything about him or anything like that. What's an interesting fun fact is William Dafoe was interviewed for this movie and everything, and they asked him if he got a chance to check out any of the source material, and he was like, "No, I didn't feel like I needed to with this movie. With this movie, I just felt like I would have done better if I just didn't know anything of it." And honestly, like with just voice acting, like sure, you still threw it out of the park. Like I thought that was
did
great,
good.
but like just the fact that the director wasn't like,
Didn't
no, you need to
insist.
watch this movie, you need to watch the show, like just insist on it is like what?
I mean,
why?
you can tell because he made his Light Turner not Light Yagami at all. Like the kid isn't even Light Yagami. Like that is the biggest problem with the movie. The kid, I mean, literally the only reason why you think this kid might be smart is because he's doing other people's homework.
That really
that
is
is
the
a
only
fucking
thing.
flagship fucking fact in the anime is how smart Light Yagami
Well,
is.
it's because it showed all that stuff with him planning all that later, which was like the closest thing they did. But I mean, the only reason why he knew how to make those plans and stuff was because he basically copied Mia, because Mia did it first. So
Yeah,
basically shows
exactly.
that Mia's smarter than you.
Yeah, and I mean, he wasn't composed. He wasn't
Yeah, he wasn't
strong-willed.
composed whatsoever.
I mean, he wasn't
Yeah.
Light Yagami. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah,
So
could have been better.
it could have been a lot better. It could have been worse, like you were saying.
yeah, could've
Like I
been
said,
worse.
I really
better.
love how they filmed it. Like that's my strongest takeaway from the whole movie. Really.
Just film it the same way and not make a fucking small time movie. Like Netflix is known for making great stuff, so it really surprised me that this just made it through. Like I really feel like one of the trailers was really cool because since it's a Netflix show, they showed someone open the book and they're pointing to names, and it was names of people that died in Netflix shows.
other Netflix shows. Yeah.
So it was like
I
people
noticed
from
that too.
So like that, like it's cool. They even had good advertisements for it, but it's just like why? I don't know. I almost feel like they should have shut this movie down instead of release it. Like, it really
it's
just is
weird
a bad
because
taste in your mouth for Netflix. You're like, Netflix, you're good. You're better than this.
And the biggest question I think I have from it is like I wonder what a person in high school thinks of it. I feel like that's the movie's real target audience, even though it's like an R-rated movie in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like none of your characters are really in any way mature.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, even L at the end becomes uncomposed and fucking, which isn't L either.
No.
But so yeah, it could have been better.
Could have been
better. I said it was like a 7 out of 10. I wanted to say that if you're like really into it, the series, and like you really don't like certain changes and stuff, it's probably like a 5 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you don't know anything about the anime, you might like it more. Definitely.
Yeah, and I think that is that circumstance. Yeah, it's like, oh, this is more accepting.
Yeah.
Like I had someone comment on our Instagram. They're like, I thought he did great playing a high school student. He acted like any other high school student would, and I was like, yeah, that's a great point. Problem is, he didn't act like Light Yagami.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They should have called it Death Note American High. If that was the
or
fucking
just change
case.
just change
Well,
it.
what's even more fucking ridiculous is that L is in Japan at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just fucking have it. Like, just even, you already got fucking criticism for whitewashing the movie or Americanizing the movie. Get criticism for whitewashing it instead. Get criticism for not fucking picking Japanese people if that's what you want to do. Have it in Japan though. Fuck it. Like, Japan itself is just a much more mature and dark environment.
Yeah.
It only makes sense. And when I saw that L was in Japan, I literally put my hands in the air and I said, why the fuck didn't you just have the whole movie here? Yeah. Or have L be in the States and have it be opposite? Like, I didn't understand that at all. It was retarded.
Writer's choice.
Yeah, dumb. But now you know what isn't dumb? The topic of the show. The topic of the show this week, Steven? Bum bum ba-da-dum, bum ba-da-dum, bum ba-da-dum, bum bum bum.
Winter is here. How much are we going into spoilers?
We're gonna go fully into spoilers. If you haven't seen it, tough shit.
Yeah. We'll quickly say how we like it, and then stop watching. I thought it
Ned
was
Stark's
great.
alive. Ha.
He was a ghost, and then he
was
devoured
Cersei.
a
He was
body.
Cersei, faceless man.
Yeah.
None of that happened. So I'm gonna just break down this episode scene by scene, how we seen it. Okay, Dragon's Pit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what'd you think of all of that?
That was fantastic. All of the different characters meeting,
talking.
characters that you almost like didn't even know, like the little, you could suck his magic cock later. Like you're just like, yes.
Everything.
Like,
And then the
like
Hound,
so many throwbacks.
the Hound talking
yep.
to his brother, mentioning to him, saying like, hey, you know what? I've had a realization with faith. I may believe in the Lord of Light now, and I think that you fucking, like, that's what that was. Like, when he said that to him, he was just like, you know he's coming for you. Like, it's the Lord of Light. Like that's what that scene was about. And I thought it was so cool because it didn't need explanation. You know, it was a very basic line that you drew all of your imagination around, you know, which was great. And then you had, Brienne and Jaime. Great. You had Podrick, Bronn, Tyrion.
Cersei
great.
and Tyrion, even them together.
Yep.
That was all fantastic. Jon Snow still just following his honor.
Yeah, exactly.
And fucking everything up. But like, you can't be mad at him because you're like, that's Jon for you.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like
that's how he's raised.
Of course,
that's who he is.
Of course he's gonna do that. Like at first you're like, that's stupid, and then you're just like, no, that's of course that's what Jon would do.
They played the scene out perfectly too, because even though it ended up being a sham, when Euron Greyjoy stepped up and said that's the only thing he's ever been terrified in his life,
I was like,
that was
everyone,
a cool sport.
Everyone was legitimately scared.
You legitimately thought that happened. You're just like, fuck.
Same.
But at the same time, I was just like, no way Cersei would just let him leave. Because
I was too enthralled with everything going on. I really didn't even think about it.
At the time I just thought how important Euron was, and I was like, no way. That was the only thing, but I didn't
that's
really
true.
realize
With all
it.
his ships.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't. Yeah, so now you bring up the dead out of the fucking basement, I guess, whatever you would call it.
The Wyatt.
The White. You bring the White from the fucking basement of the fucking dragon's pit. He sets it down, and it runs at Cersei. You notice nobody went to save Cersei.
No, fuck no.
Nobody did. Not Jaime, not the Mountain. Nobody stood in front.
Everyone was too damn afraid.
Everybody was like, "What the fuck?"
And that was
and
great
even
about
Cersei
that scene.
was scared.
Yeah,
which
she was scared.
I loved seeing Cersei legitimately scared because it was not something that you see ever.
Well, that was the best part about the scene, was it was happening the way you would want it to happen. Everyone was scared. Everyone was like, "Whoa, this is a serious problem." And it's like, yes, like you didn't expect that. I expected someone to be like, no, this is nothing. Like we can kill these guys easily, blah blah blah, or something like that. But no, legitimately, everyone was like, "What was that?" And that was fantastic to see. Fantastic.
Yeah, it was. And so then you had, after that, we got some Arya, Sansa, that whole shebang. It showed Sansa talking to Littlefinger. This might not be exactly how we seen it. I'm trying to remember just how the episode went.
It's fine.
So Sansa talking to Littlefinger, and you think that Littlefinger is doing a damn good job of convincing Sansa that she has to fucking kill Arya.
Yep.
It does a very good fucking job at it. I was fucking sold. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, no, you're the same. I was like, someone's going to die here, and I don't know who.
Which the sad part is, it's because of my lack of faith with Sansa. That's why I was so in on it.
Yeah, that's true.
But they made that every viewer didn't have the trust of Sansa.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, and they really made it that either of them could have died. Arya could have been a badass, killed all of them, killed Sansa.
So
but the only reason why I knew something was up was because Bran was sitting there. That's when I was like,
no,
exactly.
Like,
I didn't expect that to happen at all, but I figured Bran would be like, no, let's not do this or something. But that's why I was like, what's going on?
Right away when, I was going to say, let's just talk about all their storyline. And that's exactly how it ends up. They bring Arya into the room to be fucking, I don't know, I guess,
murdered,
or I don't say tried, but I guess it wasn't really tried.
Yeah,
they bring Arya in there to practically murder her. That's what you're thinking as a viewer. But yeah, I saw Bran too, and in my head I was like, no way, Bran would just let this happen, right?
Yeah.
But then you're waiting, and then bam, they all look at Littlefinger, and you're like relieved. You go, like you literally were like, thank God.
You're relieved, and you're so stoked because you're thinking the one thing that you've been waiting for so long. The person who started all of this, finally gets what he deserved.
And you weren't exactly sure if he was still gonna die. Like there was still a small part of me saying, "Fuck, he might even make it through this."
Yeah.
Now
I knew he was something. I knew he was fucked, but I thought maybe they would lock him up or something.
Yeah.
When they slit his throat, it was like, fuck.
Now the best thing about all of this is what happens between the scenes. What happens when the viewers aren't watching the show, and that is the question that we were all asking the whole season: why isn't Bran talking to his family about these things? Why is Bran being so secretive? You learn finally in this scene he wasn't. You just never seen it. Bran actually did tell Arya and Sansa everything. Bran must have sat down, told him that Littlefinger killed their dad, plotted against them, and is who got their dad in prison. You know, he told them about Jon Arryn. He told them everything.
Yep.
And it's nice.
Only thing we don't know about is like like Jon Snow and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's the only stuff that we don't know for sure. If
what
he told
if
him,
he told him?
He probably did.
He might have. He might have.
You never know. And what's funny is, he might have said that while they were still in the woods with the God Tree or whatever. So like that's how soon they actually might have. He might have said this, and they've been planning it for a while. Yeah, like there's a good chance. But Sansa totally fucking played Littlefinger. Totally got him to just wanted to be sure that this guy wasn't wrong, and that certainty was when he basically said, kill your little sister because she's a threat to us. Yep. And
then she used that whole play right back on him. She's like, I like to play this little game.
He was just like,
it was like, fuck. And then Arya dealt the final blow. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was great.
Really happy. Fantastic. Then you had the scene of them on top saying, the lone wolf dies, but the pack stays alive, you know, and it's good. It really, you're waiting for the Night King to fucking attack Winterfell. And that's the sad thing it only makes sense that if the Night King reaches King's Landing in season 8, he takes down Winterfell. That's the only logical way that if he didn't, they would stop him at Winterfell, which can't be the case, right?
He'll totally make
it. So he'll probably take down Winterfell, but nevertheless, we have all the Starks united. Jon knows that his family's alive also, so that's nice. Ties that story up real great. Now, after the whole meeting takes place, Cersei and Jaime are talking, and it gets really fucking tense, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. It was fantastic. I mean, finally Jaime stood up to her, and what's funny is that's basically was the only reason why Brienne of Tarth was even at the meeting in the first place, was so she can basically be the one to be like, no, like, fuck loyalty, this isn't right. And
which was amazing to her. Holy shit, wasn't it awesome to see Brianna just be like, fuck loyalty.
Yeah.
You're like,
you're
whoa.
Like, and he was just like what the
literally
fuck?
the most loyal character in the whole show.
Yeah,
hands down, most loyal. There isn't a character more loyal than Brienne.
Yeah.
And to see her say that, it gave that scene fucking weight.
Even she was scared. Like, So I mean, and I thought for sure that fucking he was gone. I thought he was gonna die. Yeah. And a part of me, like, I loved this season, but it's definitely it's more mainstream TV. Where the first part of the show, it really tried to go against those tropes, and it was like, you expect this to happen, but nope, this is what's going to happen. You like this character, he's not safe, we can kill anybody we want. This show, I loved this season because it's definitely much quicker, and we're getting stuff right away, and that's fantastic, instead of having to wait for so long. But at the same time,
it's predictable.
It's much more predictable, but it's weird. It's like this whole, like, they've trained us to expect the worst, and now that's not happening. So we're still kind of being surprised because we're like, oh, whoa, this is a good ending. I didn't expect this. I expected everybody to die, but it's really, it goes back and forth. You're like, wait a second, but that just makes it normal TV then.
Well, and that's the thing is that I think why that's happening is because everything we've ever predicted is actually just finally happening now, Yeah. Like, it's just, there's nothing more to predict because we have no clue.
We have everything we need.
Really, the only prediction that we can make now is that the White Walkers attack the humans and they defend themselves. Like,
what happens with Dany? Every
detail,
every
now
character we know
is now the details is what we don't know. Everything that we thought generically and basically happened with all these people has happened.
I guess the only thing we really don't know that's going to be a new play in the new season is going to be the Golden Army.
The Golden Army.
That's really the only thing.
Which a lot of people in the books are talking about. There is supposedly a Targaryen that's supposed to be at the head of the army.
Aegon.
Yeah. And which is weird because
maybe not in the head of the army, but Aegon Targaryen's still alive in the books, and he plans on marrying Daenerys or something like that. And so we're just like, which we're not getting that character. So some people are thinking maybe that character's still going to be in, but a lot other people are thinking that character is just Jon Snow now. Like, they just turned him into Jon Snow in a way That's why
And-
his
and
name
that-
is Aegon.
And honestly, I really think George R. R. Martin also said that, in this new book that's about to come out, all your favorite characters are
About
still
to come
alive.
out in like 6
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, I know. No, it's fucking ridiculous.
No,
He's the problem.
It really is interesting to see how many, like how different. But this
I
is such a
complete-
dangerous game right now, because literally this is all based on one man who can do whatever he wants. And frankly, he seems a little spiteful and a little, like he gets mad at some of the fans and stuff like that. So I feel like he can literally just with the swift of his pen just change the entire ending to the book just because he doesn't like how fans received it, just because he doesn't like how the show made it. He can do whatever he wants still.
That's where I was going, is that I completely think that now it's Walking Dead, like in the sense to where now it will be different. Like,
it's gonna definitely.
There's no doubt in my mind that yes, the ends will be different.
Like
Things
some stuff
will
is still
be
gonna
different.
be big. Like obviously he's probably still gonna keep, Jon Snow being a Targaryen and everything. Like I'm assuming, because that's still not confirmed in the books.
Yeah.
So there's some still key stuff that they're gonna probably do, but the dragon becoming part of the Night's King army, is that gonna happen in the books?
Yeah, no, and that's the thing too, is that the Night King conveniently got that dragon. How else would we have took down the wall? That's all I want to know.
Very
is how would they would have took down the wall?
Well, that was definitely their way, because in the book it's supposed to it's rumored, but it's supposed to be a horn.
Yeah, that takes it down.
Well, who knows if it actually takes it down? But I mean,
the
fact
theory is that
the fact that they talk about the horn in the first book, there's a good chance someone's going to use that.
And the horn is actually in Mance Rayder's tent when Jon Snow,
said,
but once again brings up nothing.
Didn't do it.
But I fully think this will be fucking Watchmen, fucking Walking Dead.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
At this point, especially
I really
since
do.
he can do it.
I really do. The ends will be different.
That's fine. And the thing with Game of Thrones, and that's just,
I mean, also it makes more sense to sell a book, right?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, true.
You want
There's going to be so much more.
You
hype
want a
around it.
parallel universe to the whole show you watched, and maybe you're thinking about reading a book.
Yeah, but
fucking buy Game of Thrones now, because now it's different.
Like, let's be honest though. Like, sure, maybe we'll get the 6th book, hopefully by the end of next year.
Yeah.
We'll see. There's no way we're getting that next book, the book after that though.
Yeah.
Like something's gonna happen to him. Something's gonna happen to the world. I don't even know how many fucking years he took to make this book, and he's over writing other stuff and going to comics. Like, he's really not putting a lot of time in it. Like, and I just don't know if we're gonna get that last one. Like, I feel like something's gonna happen. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he, in a release statement, said, I decided not to finish my last book. Like, you never know.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, like what the fuck are you doing? Like, sure, like he's banking.
Yeah.
And he's saving wolves and shit, but fucking get in your fucking house and
write the fucking book.
Write.
You're a writer, bud.
Fucking do it. Yeah.
I feel ya.
You're over here directing and shit. Granted, you've directed fantastic episodes.
Yeah.
I don't think, he didn't direct a single episode, I don't think, this time, because good, you should be writing, but still, where the fuck's this book? It's the Winds of Winter, like, give it to us.
Yeah, give it.
Granted, I still have to read the other ones to read it, but still.
Yeah,
like,
you're speaking from other fans.
Yeah.
You're speaking from the fan base.
Exactly.
I feel you. I feel you.
Exactly.
What did you think of Theon?
I was pleasantly
He seemed
surprised.
pretty fucking happy when he got kicked into nothing.
Yeah, he was just
He
like,
was
"Oh,
pretty hyped.
I got a win here.
Fucking
and
finally.
I think also that scene showed what he's good at. And as weird as it is, he's good at taking a fucking beating. Like, that's the one thing that Ramsay did to him, was made it so like nobody else is gonna fuck with him more than Ramsay did.
Yeah.
So he was just got his fucking ass kicked, but he was still like, nah, like, I've been through worse. I got this, and he won. And I was reading. I'm not the one who like said this, but technically, that's the only side story that this season left that we're still getting in season 8. Basically, season 8's gonna only really be the actual fight against the dragons, whatever Cersei's gonna do, which is still like the main story, and the only side story we really have going on anymore is Theon wants to save his sister.
Yeah. I think there'll become side stories. I think, because
I don't know. I feel like it could still be
Jon and Daenerys,
enwrapped.
they'll be problematic. There's no way that things are okay. Then now, because at the end of last season, I didn't think too much of, like, Jon and Sansa being in a bad bind together being in a bad shape until I saw, the inside the episode, and they were just like, it really sets up, like, if there's going to be tension between these two characters.
Yeah.
Sure enough, the whole season comes along after that. They have tension.
Yep.
And it's like, and then at the end of this inside of the episode, they said the same exact thing. And it's like, okay, so there has to be.
They used Tyrion to show that off in the show, too. Like, he was
either that,
super worried.
or here's theory for you. People think that Tyrion made a deal with his sister.
Yeah, but IGN interviewed one of the writers after people have been saying that, and he was like, I don't see it that way. He was just like, I really think it's more he's like, I can't say anything, but I really think it's more of the fact that he's smart and he knows that complications will arise. I don't see Daenerys, I don't see Tyrion honestly going against anybody. I think
I hope though, but when you're always the odd man out and you're always the person everybody hating your family, and then all of a sudden,
and then you go back in with your family. No,
but
he killed his fucking dad. Like,
I just know that like feel of rejection that character struggle through, and sometimes to win that finally back, like, oh, I could finally do something for my family, like that could have been the pie. But honestly, the only other reason why I think that is because like Tyrion's just been wrong. And he said the wrong thing, and he's done the wrong thing, and he's doing the wrong thing, and he's like that's all he did this season was just do the wrong thing, suggest the wrong thing, and maybe it was the right thing, but it doesn't matter because now we're here.
I think the reason why it was always the wrong thing was because he was trying to go the higher road, and it just wasn't working out. But like, he's been right all the time before, and sure he's going wrong now, but I don't know. I don't see him. Just because he's losing and Daenerys is for kind of mad at him, I don't see him being like, all right, I'm gonna change sides now, especially to anyone but his sister. Like, I just feel like I don't even think she would trust him in that situation. Like,
that's true too.
Yeah.
That's true too. Yeah, whatever you think about Tyrion, Cersei is just a force to be reckoned with, and that doesn't really fly.
Yeah, like especially like the way she was talking down on him after and everything like that.
That's true. Like I like that. I like that.
I don't see it.
Is Daenerys
honestly your Bran and Night King is way more believable than that. And I'm unfortunately starting to think you're right.
It's not only more believable, but even more theory suggests it. How did he know to bring spears with him to fight Daenerys' dragon? How those chains that everybody's bitching about? Maybe he fucking knew it because he fucking knew he was gonna kill a dragon because the fucking dragons were coming.
Someone else also posted something when he's walking through the snow and everything. He's totally wearing the exact same outfit as the Night King. Like when he's in the past and everything, and he's walking through the snow, the exact same outfit.
See, and it makes sense because like, he could see.
I don't know if they do it right. That's cool, but I'm still, a part of me is just like, man, like, I don't know, like they really have to make it sense because there's still so many loopholes in that idea.
There's a lot of loopholes.
Like why he'd still go through it all, why the three-eyed raven would still do it, why, like. Yeah, and like they can't end on that for sure. Like they need to find a way to, I don't know,
to extend it another 15 minutes of like explanation,
or to do it in like mid-season or something.
Yeah,
like we lost Bran, and then someone realizes it, like, oh shit, we didn't lose Bran, we're fighting Bran, like something like that. And then also,
I get what you're saying, like maybe an episode.
He's got legs. It doesn't make sense.
Fuck me, fuck me, man.
Yeah, you can't walk.
You
can't walk. He's supposed to fly, not walk.
Yeah, fuck.
Technically, he
that was
flew
good. That was
on
good.
a dragon.
That was good.
Once he was the Night King.
But remember, that's what they said in season 1. He said, "No, boy, you won't walk. You'll fly."
Exactly. Yeah, but
which obviously
he's
Raven, but
yeah, it's great. But
flying a dragon's 10 times better than flying as a raven.
True.
But
now transitioning to the best part of the entire episode, I would say
Jon and Daenerys slowly.
Well, just that, everything about that, Bran finally telling somebody like, no, this is it.
That's the real scene. That's what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
Good.
No, yeah, that whole scene. Yeah, of course. And then also freaking Sam Tarly freaking actually like being in the room and being the one to be like, oh, because obviously we all knew this, and they still they wanted someone to be like,
it was just
I didn't
nice
believe
because
this.
It was like, oh, I'm glad you listened to Gilly, Sam.
Exactly. That part was great. Like when he actually said it, and then Bran's like, oh shit, you're right, and freaking goes back and you see Rhaegar, which was played by a perfect actor because he looked just like
her other brother.
Yeah, I can't think of his name, but looked just like him, and then the marriage, and then he's freaking saying it, he's like, no, he is Aegon Targaryen. He is the rightful heir to the throne, and it's like, well, and then he's
I love the scene of them going back to see him married and see him in love and stuff.
That whole thing. That's
cool.
why like it looked perfect. You're like, oh, that looks like it would be Rhaegar. Like, and it was fantastic. It totally, like, I wish they weren't fucking. But I mean, I can't believe they didn't give us resolution of him finding out in this episode. It makes sense, but I can't wait until they find out because I want to see what their reaction is going to be. He's going to be pissed because he's going to be like, "Who the fuck am I? No one's told me this." He's not going to accept his name being Aegon Targaryen. Maybe his last name, like, I don't know. But he's not going to change it. And then another thing that I don't get is, so he has more claim to the throne because he's a man.
Yes.
So because technically, since Daenerys is still a daughter of the Mad King, so I would assume she would be more in line, but I guess just because he is a male.
Same thing why Tommen came first and now Cersei.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Same thing.
Yeah, that's the way the bloodlines work and everything. But yeah, so and then that's obviously just even because the showrunners were saying, it's going to create complications. Like, obviously we know it's going to create complications.
Now it will, yeah, absolutely.
But like,
Thanks
I'm
for
wondering,
telling me that,
I'm wondering,
bastards.
And like another thing is, someone was saying, what if she's pregnant?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like the fact that he said that. Well, how do you know? Maybe like
no. Well, and then on top of that, there's a big old like saying, about the winds of winter or whatever, and when I don't know if it was like from lore in the books or if the witch actually said it in season 1, but there's something said about when winter comes, the womb will bear fruit again, or some shit like that, and like that's what they're talking about in Daenerys Targaryen, and you're exactly right. John bringing that up, which the smartest line almost in the show, is just like, well, maybe she's not the best source of fucking information. It's like, no fucking shit, ding ding. Like,
and obviously it's like, she's like, I've been fucking a bunch, trust me. I think I would know. But like, no, so
many Dothraki, bro.
So many. But yeah, that's just fantastic. I mean, it's something that we all knew, but they just said it in a way that just brought chills up my spine, and I can't wait to see what happens. And just Aegon Targaryen, like, this Jon Snow that we've been freaking seeing since the first freaking season, who's been pouty and has kind of had a life because like
of who he is,
because of him being a bastard. But he secretly
is
the most important person in the entire show.
Yeah. Which I would like to say, actually, Gendry is still higher throne claim than anybody. Gendry is still technically the highest claim of throne.
Well, no, because technically Robert Baratheon's claim to the throne was based off a lie.
I guess so. I guess
so
it's
that's hard to say,
too. I guess that's true.
I mean,
too.
obviously people would probably be more, the common folk would probably be geared more towards Gendry because, life with Robert Baratheon was
good.
Okay. It was good. Whereas,
it was
life with the Mad King was horrible. But then again, generations before the Mad King, the Targaryens actually ruled nicely before the Mad King. So fuck, man, like, this show's finally coming to an end. All of this knowledge I have is just finally coming together, and like it's crazy because I'm trying to tell people to start watching the show. And I'm like, damn, they have to go through the first season? Like, that's crazy.
Does HBO release Game of Thrones to like Netflix and stuff now? If we're going to be waiting 2019?
Still no. They're just going to find a better way to promote their own service.
I feel like that's just dumb though.
What HBO show have we ever seen on Netflix though? None of them.
Baller season 1 isn't on Netflix.
No, nothing is. Sopranos never was they're
Sopranos
stingy.
Was at one point,
maybe like way back in the day, but now that they have their own service, there's no reason for it.
Yeah, that's true.
We're gonna get the next season, then they're gonna bank on people buying it, and then they're probably going to show it off more on HBO, and then try to still push that standalone HBO series.
Out the ass, I bet you.
Yeah. But we still don't have confirmation that it's going to be 2019. I think we finally have confirmation it's going to be 6 episodes for sure.
I thought that it was another 7.
No, I think I've read 6. I've read that they said 6 for sure, but they still said they're deciding on if it's going to be next year or the year after. Honestly, take their time. If they say 2 years, I will fine. But at the same time, like fuck. And this is I have a love-hate relationship with Game of Thrones because I want every time it ends, I get so like fucking distraught that I want to go and start reading the books, but I never do.
Yeah, exactly.
I read the first one, listened to the first one in audiobook. So I'd probably, if I'm going to do that, I'd want to buy like a set. And then maybe I'd be inspired to actually read the books, but they're so different.
And
then
you wouldn't.
Probably not.
Yep. And that's the truth of it. And that's Game of Thrones, buddy. That's what it was.
Yep.
It was a very great season. I enjoyed it very much.
Fantastic.
Which was your favorite episode? Wait, time out. Real quick. Am I wrong to say that I felt like the attack on the wall was a little lackluster?
Compared to the rest of the episode, no, you're right.
Compared to any big moment.
Yeah, you're right. The reason why I'm okay with it was because I wouldn't want them to take away from anything else that happened in that episode in order to make that scene like longer or better or anything like that.
Yeah,
you know?
I just thought
it was more like a teaser.
I thought the placement could have been better. Like, I don't think it should have been the last thing. I think the last thing should have been either John. Well, I guess was John and her sleeping together the last thing, or was it?
That was
it was the wall going down.
The wall going down.
Yeah, so I think you should have had that been the end. The wall go down before, or even put the wall at the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just leading right after it.
Yeah, you're right.
That'd have been great.
That'd make more sense.
It was just weird. I don't know. It just it wasn't better than any other part of the episode.
No.
But I'm like, it was cool, and the way the dragon sounded was fucking awesome.
Dude, it seemed like it was faster.
It seemed like it was faster. The fire was fucking
was dope.
Yeah, it was fucking hotter, and the screech. It was like a broken up like screech. You know what I mean?
When Tormund like turned around, like everyone run, like you could tell he was like, we are not fucking matched for
and
this.
Beric still stayed alive, so I'm really excited to see what happens with Beric because they've been really selling Beric's story this season. So next year it's gonna pay off.
Mm-hmm.
Greatness. Other than that, now let's wrap this up. We got a good little flashback segment today. Now with all the SNES commotion, news, pre-orders, hiatus. We got a nice little rapid fire fucking questions, don't we?
Let's do it.
Are you ready for it?
Let's make this quick.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Well, who's going first, me or you? We are doing.
You're going first.
I'm going first?
Like
okay.
I'm going to read them to you first.
Oh, okay, so audience, what we're doing today is we got 5 questions about the Super Nintendo. I'm going to answer these questions as fast as I can. We have different questions, 5 questions each, and we're going to see and get down to what we think and love about Nintendo. So, in 3, 2, 1.
First SNES game you've owned or played or remember playing?
Super Mario World.
All right. Game you put the most time in?
Super Mario World or Legend. I'm going to say Link to the Past. Just because I kept fucking up.
I thought that would be it. Worst part of the SNES?
Worst part of the SNES was the reason I had Super Scope 6 the game, but I didn't have the gun. That's a personal problem, but that was my worst part about it.
That's good. All right. Game you're most excited to play on the SNES Classic?
I would say Star Fox 2, but I feel like I'm not going to like it very much, and let's just be real, it's going to be Super Mario World. Yep. Or I also, more real, Super Castlevania, because I never got to play it.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
It's real business.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, last one.
Last one?
That was 4.
I can't even count.
Okay.
Okay.
Favorite licensed game on the SNES?
Fuck. It's Aladdin.
Yep.
It's Aladdin.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It's Aladdin.
That was a good one.
Okay. Well, you kind of agreeing with me answered one of these questions, but we're going to see right here. What's your favorite SNES title?
Super Mario World.
Super Mario World.
Yeah.
Okay. Star Fox or Super Star Wars?
Oh, Super Star Wars.
Favorite Donkey Kong character?
Fuck, Diddy Kong.
Diddy Kong?
Diddy Kong.
Diddy Kong?
Yeah.
Mine Dixie Kong just because of her hair. I don't know why. I was just down with that. I was like, cool, I could flood her down. That's exactly what I like in this game. Aladdin, Lion King, or Jungle Book?
Yeah. It's probably Aladdin, but I have great memories of Lion King.
Yeah, I really fucking played the shit out of Jungle Book just because I could never.
I don't think I
played
played much of Jungle
Book.
No,
it was good. I enjoyed it. Name a game you would erase from eternity on Super Nintendo.
For eternity?
Never ever again. Never got made. It's like you're fucking Men in Blacking people.
That man. Oof.
I'm going to give you a countdown. 5,
Oof.
4,
Aladdin.
3. What?
Because you can never beat it.
Oh my God! I beat it. I
never
beat
beat
it. I beat it.
I never beat it. I was
can't
gonna
believe-
say the Goof Troop game, but then I was like, nah, that's a great game.
I'm glad you would. Oh my God! Goof Troop didn't even make these lists.
Yeah.
Goof Troop game was
the
off the
SNES games
wall.
were great.
Fucking Goof Troop was fucking
that
top
game was
notch.
fantastic. It was hard though.
How is that game so good?
Yeah, I don't know, but it was fucking hard.
So good.
I think that's why I'm mad because I don't think I've really beaten many SNES games besides Super Mario World.
Oh shit!
They're
so,
hard.
So you really need one of them fucking classics,
I
don't
know.
you?
I'm getting one.
All right, everybody. That is fucking Geeks Between Worlds. You can find us on fucking social media at GBW Podcast for Instagram and Twitter, and Facebook is facebook.com/fandom talk. Go check out our YouTube fucking page. And if you didn't know, on our Twitter, I'm giving away fucking shit all the time, so fucking check it out. And you gotta subscribe to our shit. You know, I put down the law if you're gonna win stuff. It's not just sometimes it's retweet and follow shit.
No,
Everybody's doing that. Everybody's playing that game, son. You gotta work for it.
you do.
You just gotta
These
literally click the link and then click another button. That's not even that much work.
That's more work.
It is more work. It really is. It really is. It's still 2 button clicks if you retweet and follow.
You're right. It's true.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, but you might not have a YouTube account, which means it's 2017 and you're fucking up.
Yeah. What the fuck's wrong with you?
What the fuck is wrong with you? How about you get a fucking YouTube account? GBW out.
Thanks for listening. Like what you hear? Subscribe now and feel free to drop us a rate and review. Stay current with all things Geeks Between Worlds.